My name is Nutan Malhotra. I am the founder of schoolmentor.com, and I'll give you a very brief introduction of School Mentor. And my slides decide not to advance. Do you think you can help with this? So that's okay. You can just make it advance and I'll continue. All right, so schoolmentor.com is an online platform that we've created. And through that platform, high school students, like many of you here, can find and connect with college students for college admissions advice. That's how we started. And I'll just tell you a little story of how I got started on that. It was basically when my daughter was applying to colleges, I found that she was trying to reach friends of friends of friends on Facebook and trying to get a little bit of extra information on a particular college or on a particular major, or just some information that was otherwise not available on the net or through her high school counselors. But that was hard because she was already very busy trying to keep up with academics at high school, then filling out all the college applications. So I thought, why not make things a little easier for high school students? And how about create a platform where college students who are excited to help come on board, and high school students can come on board and connect with whoever they think would be a good match, and then get all the help they need for college admissions. Since we've done that, we've had some high school kids connect with our mentors for science projects. They're connecting as early as 8th grade, some in their freshman year, and they're getting help on science projects. So it's evolved from being just a college admissions advising platform to something, a platform that helps high school students navigate high school. So figure out which AP course load, what major to pursue, and so on. So that's what schoolmentor.com is all about. Today we are very happy to be presenting an information session on San Jose State University admissions. I have with us Amanda, who's an admissions counselor at SJSU. And we also have two outstanding mentors from SJSU, one who's just graduated and one who's currently at SJSU. And they'll be sharing their experience at college with all of us. To start with, I'd like to invite Amanda on the podium. Amanda, please. And we'll have your slides here. So warm welcome to Amanda. We look forward to some insightful tips.
This is getting ready here.
Thank you.
All right, can everyone hear me here?
Yes.
Awesome. So again, my name is Amanda Aldama, and I'm an admissions counselor recruiter here at San Jose State University. I was asked by the Bay Area Tutors Organization to come out and share information on our admission requirements, as well as some resources here available to students. So to get started, our agenda will talk about the CSU system overall, the location and opportunity of San Jose State University, our academics and achievements here, a little bit about financial aid, housing and scholarships, and our admissions requirements, as well as time for questions too. To kick it off though, to get everyone just kind of thinking about that college mindset, I wonder if everyone can just bear with me, doing a quick activity. You can either write it on your booklet, a piece of paper, or even on your phone, but in 1 to 2 sentences, if you can write what college means to you. So define what college means to you without using the words degree, money, or education. So take about a minute to do this. Alrighty, does anyone want to share what they wrote? Yes.
Opportunity, lifelong skills, networking, job security.
Okay. Does anyone else want to share? Yes.
Means the opportunity to discover your passions, build friendships and memories, and pursue your dreams.
Great, thank you. But how you define college is going to guide your experience there. Because college, it's a lot more than just going to class and earning the degree. It's a whole experience and a next step in your life. So where you take that step, we hope it's the CSU system, and San Jose State is one of those CSU schools. The California State University system is made up of 23 schools. We pride ourselves on our diversity, affordability, and that practical hands-on learning. So giving students the tools that they need to get ready for the workforce. We also focus on job placement as well, and the system overall serves over 437,000 students across California. And that school system stretches as far as with campuses north to Humboldt and down to San Diego as well. Wherever you choose to go, really think about the location. So San Jose, we're in the heart of Silicon Valley, right between San Francisco and Santa Cruz, so you have that option of the big city, the beaches as well, and what those surrounding areas have to offer, as well as the different events that San Jose has. Again, it's a very diverse area, so there's a lot of different things that go on in downtown San Jose, different festivals, as well as different fun activities throughout the year for students to engage with, and different areas such as the SAP Center, Raging Waters, Shoreline Amphitheater, and so many others. The Bay Area overall, as you can see, there is various cities that are close by within reach just through various transportation modes, and one of the benefits of being a San Jose State student is that included in your tuition, San Jose State students receive a Clipper card for VTA and light rail, so they can use this to use those modes of transportation as well. We're also very close to several airports, so if students are looking to travel to other countries, other states, that's another option. A lot of our students here will bike share, skateboard. We also have a shuttle as well for students, so they use our park and ride system that way. Because I know one of the big things about San Jose State, it's kind of hard to find parking, but we do have a park and ride system where if students park in the other lot, they can take the shuttle here as well to alleviate some of that traffic. Now, just some of our rankings overall. We're in the top 50 schools in the United States for our journalism and mass communication program. Our School of Engineering is in the 3rd in the nation. Our San Jose State overall is ranked 6th out of the West top public universities to offer bachelor's and master's degrees. And again, we're a very diverse population here in San Jose. Just some more facts on our campus is we have 32,000 students currently enrolled at San Jose. So it's a large amount of students, yes, but as I mentioned before, we pride ourselves on giving that hands-on education. So even though we're a large campus with a large student body, we still have small class sizes with about 27 students to 1 professor. And as students start moving up in their upper division classes, that can even go lower. I was a student here myself, and I had a class that had 12 students. So it can vary. And a lot of times students they'll see in the movies, and it's like, oh, they're all going to be large lecture classes. Out of the 40 classes I had to take, only 1 was like that. Moving on, what can students study here? Well, there's a variety of options that are available for students. Some of our popular majors are illustration and animation. We have aviation as well, so a partnership with the Reed Hillview Airport as well. Engineering, we have about 8 different focuses, that everything from civil to mechanical and several others. Forensic science, we're one of the few colleges in the area that even offers that program. Our radio, television, and film program is very robust, in that we have recently acquired the Hammer Theater, and our students have been working with legends such as Luis Valdez and his son as well. Now, these are just a few of the majors that we offer. We actually have over 134 different majors and concentrations for students to study here at San Jose State. As I mentioned, it's a lot, college is a lot more than just studying and working towards a degree. We have a variety of campus resources for students, everything from a writing center to assist with their writing skills, various centers such as an undocumented student center, various cultural centers, tutoring centers in various colleges, as well as peer connections. A career center that helps students not only in writing their resumes, but practice for their interviews and connects them to job opportunities through multiple job fairs throughout the year. We have a counseling and psychological services center that offers free sessions to students for both personal and educational counseling, and veterans and military services, as well as food pantry programs here on campus too. There's a lot of ways that students can connect through campus as well. So we have various student organizations, if you can think of everything from a film society club to book clubs to a Quidditch club, if anyone's a Harry Potter fan. There's Pokemon Go club that was pretty popular for a little bit. But there's a lot of things that students can choose from that if they're interested in, they can get involved with, even outside of their major, because there's 450 student organizations here at San Jose State. So quite a bit. We also have various Greek organizations, so fraternities and sororities, some that are socially based, some that are culturally based, others that are even connected to our major departments where they are run as honors programs too. I know psychology is one of those programs that offers that as well. Some of these are for males and females, and we do have some co-ed ones as well. Studying abroad is another option that students have too. So students that are in the College of Applied Science and Arts, that is one of the things that they really push their students to get involved with, and it's a great opportunity. We have over 30 different countries that students can partner with our university to earn their degree overseas. So whether they're just studying for a semester, a summer, or even a full year, that's an option that is available to our students at surprisingly not as expensive as many people think. We also have opportunities that our students are looking to get more involved that are career related. We have a newspaper, a radio station, a television station as well, and an ROTC program too that students can engage with. Now for those that are interested in athletics, we are Division I, which is about the highest that you can get in college sports. We have 12 intercollegiate women's teams and 8 men's teams. Since we are Division I, students would need to be recruited to participate. So what that means is if you are a senior as of now, or if you're still, like 8th through 11th grade, start reaching out, start recording your stats, recording games, and as you get closer to 11th grade, reach out to those coaches. Say, I'm interested in playing for San Jose State, so they can start checking you out and coming to the games as well. Now, if you do want to get involved in sports, but aren't really ever want to be right as an official athlete, we have another option called intramural sports. It's still competitive, it's within our campus, and there's a variety of sports there too, everything from kayaking to rock climbing. So students can get involved in that way, and they don't have to be recruited for that. Now, living on campus. There's a lot of benefits for students living on campus, such as the convenience of being able to, just walk to class from your dorm room. There's specialized communities at San Jose State as well, so some of our buildings, different floors will have different themes as well. We'll also have tons of events, academic and social support as well, and there's a large social life in the dorms as well. For those that live within a 30-mile radius of San Jose, it's not required to live on campus. It is completely optional. But for those that do live outside that 30-mile radius, like if they're coming from, let's say, Los Angeles, for example, they would be required to live on campus. Now, facilities on campus. We have a variety of new and newly renovated facilities too. So our student union, it was renovated about 2 or 3 years ago, and it has everything from a Starbucks to a Steak and Shake that just opened up last year. A lot of our students find it very popular, and cheeseburgers and fries and drink for $3.95. Where can you get that? You also have in our student union all about the majority of our cultural centers, our student involvement, as well as our print shop and a billiards room as well. So a lot of student activities go on there. Our health and counseling center, so that is fairly new as well. I mentioned it earlier that students can utilize that for educational and personal counseling, but there's also a wellness lounge there too, where students can attend workshops on topics such as relationships, cooking tips, they'll do cooking classes at different weeks. They'll have movie nights and game nights as well as free massage chairs. So you have to just book your appointment, but I recommend, when students are here that they go and utilize that resource. Our library, we're here right now in our library. It is 8 floors, so not just books, but 2 floors above us is a student computing services center, where included in the student's tuition, they can reserve laptops and iPads for free, since it's already in their tuition. And they can receive the Adobe CS software, so for movie editing and all those other things that they want to utilize that for. Our event center, it's on the other side of campus, but it's a great place where we have a lot of our basketball games, volleyball games. We've hosted speakers, everyone from Demi Lovato concerts to Hillary Clinton coming to speak. So there's a lot of different events that go on there. And Spartan Complex, Spartan Stadium, tons of available facilities for our students. Now, how do students get here? Well, our freshman admission requirements are that students either graduate high school or the equivalent. They complete their A through G classes with a C- or better, and earn a qualifying eligibility index score. And this is a combination of the SAT or the ACT and their GPA. So out front, we did have our steps to admission brochures. I hope everyone did receive one because the information that I am covering today is in that brochure. If your student is going to be looking at becoming a freshman here, so coming straight from high school to college, their information is available in the freshman section. If they're looking at transferring, so like from a community college to then coming here, that information is available in the transfer section. So we do have both of those information available for whatever you're looking for. But to start off with the freshman admission requirements, those A through G classes that I mentioned, you have your history, social science, we look for 2 years of that. English, so 4 years, that makes up 8 semesters of English. What's important there is a lot of times students, they'll be provisionally admitted to the university. So our notices, or rather students apply to the university the fall semester of their senior year between October and November, and they find out about mid-February if they're admitted before they graduate high school. Now, a lot of students, or I shouldn't say a lot, but there are some students that once they're admitted, they're like, oh wait, great, I'm admitted, everything's fine, and they don't do so well that second semester of English. They get like a D or an F or something in along those lines. And since for English we do require 4 semesters, or 4 years, which is 8 semesters, then at that point, since they don't complete all 8 semesters with a C- or better, we do have to take away their admission. So we really encourage students that they finish their senior year strong, they do the best that they can in high school, because the grades that we look at to determine admission is 10th and 11th grade grades in those A through G courses. So for those of you, I forgot to ask actually, how many of you are seniors right now? Okay, we got 1. How many are juniors? Okay, we got 1. How many are sophomores? Okay, and then do we have any freshmen? Any middle schoolers? Okay, so perfect. So since we have a lot of underclassmen here, you definitely want to make sure you're doing your absolute best in these next couple of years, because 10th and 11th grade are going to be very vital in determining that. Laboratory science, this is about 2 years here. So biology and physical science. Mathematics is 3 years. Language other than English, we require 2 years of that. So something like Spanish 1 and Spanish 2, not Spanish 1 and French 1, that won't work that way. Visual performing arts, the other important thing with this is it has to be a year of that same thing or the same discipline. So like a year of guitar or a year of choir or a semester of drawing and a semester of painting, like that. And electives are courses that are also A through G requirements. So if a student took 2 years of guitar, like Guitar 1 and Guitar 2, that second year could be their elective there. But if you do have questions on what those courses could count, we do have a website here, and you can also reach out to your high school counselor as well. Now, test scores. We do require students take either the SAT or the ACT test. Our scores are received, or we do require scores by January 3rd of that year. So if a student, let's say they're a senior this year, and they are applying for admission for fall 2018, then they would need to turn their scores by January 3rd, 2018. So for those that are juniors and sophomores right now, I really recommend taking the PSATs and taking the SAT or ACT at least multiple times if you have the opportunity, because we do something called super scoring, which is we'll take the highest score from that test to calculate the eligibility index score. Now, the eligibility index score is a combination of the GPA and the test scores. So the formula is in the booklet, so I'll just go over it really briefly, but pretty much we combine the GPA of those A through G courses in 10th and 11th grade, and the SAT Math and SAT EBRW section, and that creates the student's eligibility index score. So we don't look one or the other, we combine them. And the reason for that is because while there is a minimum CSU eligibility score of 2950, there is, for San Jose State, since we are an impacted school, every major requires a different score to be admitted to that program. Before I move on, is there any students from the East Sardine High School District here? No? Okay, so we're going to skip this next slide.
Actually, I have a student at the same time.
Okay, great. Then we'll actually talk after for the sake of time. So when you're looking at colleges, we do have a new website. I know some of you might have been familiar with CSU Mentor, but we do have this website called Cal State Apply. Now with this website, you can explore multiple campuses, so all 23 of our CSUs, look up the admission information. So if you're looking for a specific major, you can see that as well, and this is where you would apply to. The application period is always going to be October 1st through November 30th of the senior year of that student. So for those of you who are juniors, you'll be applying next year. I mentioned Impaction earlier. What this is, basically, it is when a school has received more applications from eligible students than what we have seats available to take. Some majors do have more seats available than others, so their scores vary. That's why our scores vary a little bit. So you would want to look at our freshman Impaction website to see what those scores were for fall 2017. Keep in mind though that those scores might change for fall 2018 because scores are based off of those of the students applying for that term. Is there any questions there before I move on? I know it's a little bit, there's a lot there. Okay. Now there are some campuses that are not impacted, such as CSU Domingo Hills, Channel Islands, San Francisco State, Maritime, Stanislaus, and Bakersfield. Now these schools, for the most part, as long as students meet the minimum requirements of the eligibility index of a 2950, they would be admissible for their programs there. Now, a lot of times students will ask, well, how do I pay for college? Well, there's a variety of financial aid available, such as grants, work study, scholarship, and loans. Work study, a lot of students learn about this after they're in college, but pretty much it's they're working a job on campus and receiving income that way. Our financial aid office information is available in our brochure. Just getting prepared for college, I really recommend that, especially since many of you are underclassmen, to tour campuses that you're interested in. Even as you're getting ready to apply, make an appointment with a pre-admissions counselor. Our office offers that service where you can sit down with one of our counselors and go over the entire admissions process and get the assistance there as well. But really take this time to do your research, explore the campuses, even look at them on social media, because you can see what student life is like, see what the programs are there, and we're on social media too, so if you want to check us out.